The air feels thick tonight, filled with emotions that cannot find words. Somewhere in the quiet distance, a heart beats in rhythm with yours, carrying memories that never faded. There's a silence between two souls that once spoke without even trying, and now that silence screams louder than any voice could. He watches you from afar, not daring to come closer. The pain of what happened lingers like smoke in the cold night, wrapping around his thoughts, keeping him awake. He wishes time could turn back, that he could undo the words that built the walls now standing between you. Archangel Michael says, the one you think has forgotten you has never truly let you go. His eyes still search for you in places you no longer go, his heart still echoes your name in moments when he feels alone. Yet fear has become his shadow, fear that you have moved on, that forgiveness is a door he no longer has the key to open. He replays every moment that led to the distance. The messages left unsent, the calls never made, the silence he chose over honesty. He thought he was protecting you, but instead, he built a cage around his own heart. And now, he stands outside of your world, watching, hoping for a sign that maybe, just maybe, you still feel him too. Sparkles type Amen 333 to receive angelic guidance for healing and peace. There are nights when he scrolls through old pictures, remembering the light in your eyes when you smiled. He whispers apologies into the empty air, knowing they'll never reach you, but still hoping your spirit somehow hears them. His soul aches for what was real, for the bond that still burns beneath the ashes. The angels whisper that you still feel the pull because your souls are connected beyond time. This isn't just nostalgia, it's a divine tether, unbroken by distance or silence. He hides behind routine, pretending to have moved forward, but his heart never left the place where you said your last goodbye. Archangel Michael says, forgiveness is not weakness. It is the light that frees both hearts. Your angels see how much pain you've carried, how much strength it took to walk away. They remind you that what is meant for your soul will never truly lose its path, even if it must wander in shadows for a while. He has written your name countless times but never sent the message. His pride once kept him strong, but now it's the chain that binds him. Each passing day, he feels the distance growing heavier, as if life itself is reminding him of what he lost by not choosing love when he had the chance. Sparkles type Amen 444 to release emotional pain and invite divine balance. He dreams of you more than he admits. In those dreams, you smile again, not because everything is fixed, but because peace has found you both. He wakes with tears in his eyes, realizing that dream version of you may be the only one who still looks back at him with love. Your absence taught him what presence truly means. The way you listened, the way you cared, the way your energy calmed the storms inside him, it all feels sacred now. He understands too late that real love is not about possession, but presence. There's a silent prayer he makes every night, that one day, your heart will soften enough to let him explain. Not to win you back, but to free both of you from the haunting weight of regret. He wants to say the words he never could, to tell you he's sorry, not for losing you, but for losing himself in the process. Sparkles type Amen 555 to attract divine clarity and closure. He watches from afar, sometimes through social media, sometimes through mutual friends, but mostly through the energy that still connects you. When he sees you glowing, living, smiling, it hurts and heals him at the same time. Hurts because he's not beside you, heals because he knows you finally found your peace. Archangel Michael says, your light has awakened his truth. What you brought into his life was not ordinary. You were a mirror that showed him what love could look like when it's pure, patient, and forgiving. Now that reflection is gone, and he realizes his own shadows more deeply than ever before. He never stopped loving you, he only stopped showing it. Behind closed doors, he whispers your name when the world is asleep. He still remembers your voice, the way it trembled when you said goodbye, the way your silence spoke louder than words ever could. Sparkles type Amen 666 to manifest divine transformation in your love journey. Sometimes he tries to reach out spiritually, through songs, through signs, through dreams, hoping you'll notice. Maybe a song plays that once belonged to you both. Maybe a scent passes by that reminds you of him. Those are not coincidences. They are whispers from the universe, reminding you that unfinished stories still hold meaning. He's not the same person he once was. The universe has been teaching him lessons, through loss, loneliness, and silence. He's learning the language of humility, patience, and gratitude. But above all, he's learning that true love asks not for control, but for understanding. You were his safe place once, his home in human form. Now, he stands outside that home, watching the lights from afar, afraid to knock on the door he once closed. He knows you deserve peace, and he fears that his presence may disturb it. Sparkles type Amen 777 if your soul is ready to forgive and move into light. He sits in the quiet of his room, surrounded by the ghosts of conversations that never found closure. The words he didn't say echo in his chest, louder with every passing day. Regret has become his companion, and silence his punishment. Sometimes, he replays the last time he saw you, the way your eyes held back tears, the way his pride held back truth. He didn't realize then that goodbyes have a sound, the shattering of two souls that once beat as one. Now, every heartbeat reminds him of what he broke and what he can never replace. Archangel Michael says, this connection was written by destiny, not by accident. The angels are showing him the truth now, that love cannot be forgotten simply because time passes. It leaves a mark, a signature of the soul, that even the strongest silence cannot erase. You were the calm in his chaos, the peace he never learned to value. When you walked away, he told himself it was for the best, but deep down he knew it wasn't closure, it was fear. Fear of being vulnerable, fear of being seen, fear of being loved too deeply. Sparkles type Amen 888 to claim the healing energy of angelic forgiveness. Now he watches your journey, silently proud but secretly aching. He sees you glowing, growing, becoming stronger, and though he smiles for you, a part of him breaks each time he realizes he's not the reason behind that glow anymore. His soul whispers your name to the stars, hoping they'll carry his love where his words cannot go. He tells himself he's okay, but when the night falls and the world sleeps, your memories return like soft waves against the shore. They remind him of the love he pushed away, the tenderness he once called his own. And though he hides it from everyone, his heart still keeps a place that belongs only to you. The angels say he's learning the hardest truth, that love is not about possession, but connection. You were never his to own, you were a blessing to honor. And now that blessing lives only in memories and dreams, teaching him what unconditional love really means. He wishes he could tell you how sorry he is, not for the arguments, but for making you doubt your worth. He sees now that your love was pure, that it asked for nothing but honesty. His silence back then was not strength, it was fear disguised as pride. Sparkles type Amen 999 to awaken divine strength and soul healing. He's been seeing signs lately, your initials, your favorite color, the number you once said was special. At first, he thought it was coincidence, but the angels are using these signs to awaken his soul. They're reminding him that true love doesn't vanish, it transforms. It waits for the right time, the right energy, and the right heart. There's a softness in his energy now, something new, something broken but beautiful. He's not the same person who hurt you. Pain has shaped him into someone who finally understands what he lost. The walls he built to protect himself now stand as reminders of how love suffocates when trapped. Archangel Michael says, "Forgive to free your heart, not to forget what happened." Forgiveness is the bridge that reconnects you to peace. It doesn't mean letting the past repeat, it means allowing light to reach the places darkness once ruled. He still talks to you in his thoughts. He imagines how your day is going, whether you're smiling, whether you've finally healed. He wishes he could tell you that you were never the problem, his fear was. And now that he's learned what true love requires, it's too late to turn back time. Sparkles type Amen 000 to open new beginnings and attract soul alignment. When he sees your name somewhere, his chest tightens. It's a reminder that some connections never die, they just change form. You're no longer someone he speaks to, you're a memory, a lesson, a prayer whispered every night. He's tried to distract himself, to move on, to fill the silence with noise. But your presence lives in the quiet moments, in songs, in scents, in the wind that carries echoes of laughter that once belonged to you both. You are the unfinished poem in his heart, the one he reads when he's too tired to pretend he's over it. The angels whisper that his soul seeks redemption, not reunion. He doesn't want to hurt you again, he just wants your forgiveness to set him free. He's afraid to reach out, afraid you'll look at him with eyes that no longer hold love, only memories of pain. Sparkles type Amen 111 to cleanse your energy and call peace into your heart. He wants to tell you how much you changed him. How your patience taught him self-awareness, how your love became his greatest mirror. He now understands what divine connection feels like. It's not about attachment, it's about awakening. You awakened him, even through heartbreak. Now, when he looks at the sky, he doesn't see emptiness, he sees you in every glimmering star. You've become the light guiding him through his dark nights. You were never his loss, you were his lesson. A lesson that love requires courage, not comfort. He's watching you, yes, but not in obsession. In admiration. In quiet reverence. Because even from afar, you remain the most beautiful reminder that real love exists. He knows he can never undo the past, but he hopes the universe will one day let your souls meet again, not as broken halves, but as healed wholes. Sparkles type Amen 222 to receive angelic renewal and divine calm. There are moments when he almost gathers the courage to reach out. His fingers hover over the keyboard, your name glowing softly on the screen, his heart pounding with every unspoken word. But then fear takes over, fear that his message might bring back pain you worked so hard to release. He wonders if you've truly moved on, if someone else now holds the smile that once belonged to him. The thought burns, but he knows he has no right to that feeling anymore. He made choices that led to this silence, and now he must live with the echo of what could have been. He carries your laughter like a song that never fades. Sometimes, when he's alone, he hears it in the back of his mind, that soft, genuine sound that made his world feel safe. It's strange how something so simple can become the loudest reminder of love once lost. Archangel Michael says, "The energy of true love never dies, it simply changes its purpose." The angels are guiding both your souls through lessons of forgiveness, patience, and growth. You were each other's catalyst for transformation. His darkness taught you boundaries, your light taught him compassion. Sparkles type Amen 3333 to open your heart to divine balance and healing love. He dreams about crossing paths again. Maybe at a place neither of you planned to visit. Maybe in a moment when time slows and your eyes meet once more. He imagines that moment often, not as a plea for reunion, but as a silent acknowledgement that love still exists, even after all the storms. Your energy still lingers around him, like a gentle reminder of what real connection feels like. No matter how far life has taken you both, the bond remains, pulsing quietly beneath layers of time and change. He knows now that no distance is strong enough to erase a soul tie. He sometimes wonders if the universe keeps showing him your signs because something between you still needs closure. Maybe forgiveness. Maybe peace. Maybe just the final acceptance that even beautiful things sometimes end, and that doesn't make them any less sacred. The angels have seen his tears, the ones he hides from the world. The same strength that once made him seem cold is now what holds him together. He never meant to cause you pain, he was just too scared to face his own reflection through your love. Sparkles type Amen 4444 if you're ready to release old emotional ties and welcome inner calm. He scrolls through your pictures sometimes, and every image feels like a universe where time stood still. He remembers your eyes, the way they spoke without needing words. He remembers the warmth of your energy, the comfort of your presence. Nothing has ever felt the same since. Archangel Michael says, he's awakening to the truth, that running from love never brings peace. The angels are working on his heart, peeling away the layers of guilt and pride that once shielded him. Slowly, he's realizing that the only way forward is through forgiveness, yours, and his own. He's tried to fill the emptiness with distractions. Work, friends, noise, but your memory lives in the quiet spaces between. The truth is, your soul became his mirror. Through you, he saw who he could become, but he wasn't ready then to face that version of himself. Now, he lives with that awareness every day. It's bittersweet, the knowing that love was once in his hands, but he didn't know how to hold it. He prays silently that you're happy, even if it's not with him, because somewhere inside, he still loves you enough to want your joy above his regret. Sparkles type Amen 5555 to receive divine protection and comfort from your guardian angels. Sometimes he sends his thoughts to you like little prayers, not expecting you to answer, but hoping your heart feels them. I'm sorry, he whispers into the void. I miss you. His soul speaks where words can't reach. That's why you sometimes feel a sudden pull, a wave of emotion that seems to come from nowhere. It's him. He wishes he could tell you how your love became his compass. Even after losing you, he still measures every emotion, every connection, against what he once felt with you. You were the real thing, the kind of love that changes a person's energy forever. The angels say your souls made a promise before this lifetime, to awaken each other. No, you became the calm in his storms, the lesson in his loss, the light in his dark. Archangel Michael says, your soul has already forgiven him in the higher realms, now it's time to release the weight on earth. That's why you've been feeling lighter lately, as if something inside you is ready to let go. It's the angels working through your heart, gently untangling the energy of pain. He watches your journey, and it fills him with both sorrow and admiration. You're everything he hoped you'd become, strong, radiant, at peace. He knows he no longer belongs in your world, but he finds comfort in the thought that he once had a place in your story. Sparkles type Amen 7777. If you are ready to embrace peace, release the past, and let your soul shine. He sits beneath the night sky, staring into the stars that once held your wishes. Each light above feels like a memory, some bright, some fading, but all belonging to the story you both wrote together. He doesn't cry anymore. Instead, he feels a quiet ache that has learned how to live inside him. There was a time when he thought distance would make him forget. But instead, it made everything sharper, your voice, your touch, your presence in his soul. He realizes now that love doesn't end when people part, it changes shape and becomes something the heart carries forever. The angels say his soul still reaches out to you in dreams. You may wake some nights feeling a strange warmth or peace, not knowing why. That's his silent apology, carried by divine light, finding its way to you across time and space. Archangel Michael says, let go of the fear of the past, it cannot hold you anymore. The universe is preparing a new chapter for you both, separate, yet beautifully aligned in energy. Sometimes, forgiveness is the final act of love, the one that brings both souls back into harmony. Sparkles type Amen 8888 to anchor divine peace and heart restoration. He's no longer the same man who once walked away. The lessons he learned in your absence became the teachers of his soul. He learned that love isn't proven by control or silence, it's proven by vulnerability, honesty, and effort. He now understands that losing you wasn't punishment, it was awakening. You were the mirror that showed him what truth looks like when it wears no mask. You loved him without conditions, and that purity became his greatest reminder of what love should be. He doesn't watch you from afar to possess you, he watches because your happiness is his peace. When he sees you smiling, he knows the universe did right by you. When he sees you healing, he feels hope that maybe, somehow, both of you are finding light again. Sparkles type Amen 9999 to welcome angelic harmony and closure. There are days when he whispers your name into the wind, not to call you back, but to thank you. You gave him the courage to face himself. You were the light that showed him what a genuine heart looks like. Even in distance, your energy remains his reminder that love can be both gentle and strong. The angels have watched your pain, your growth, your transformation. They know how many tears you've hidden behind strength. They remind you now, you were never abandoned, you were being guided. Every moment of heartbreak was leading you closer to the version of yourself who finally knows her worth. He feels that growth from afar. It humbles him. It teaches him that love isn't about being together. Sometimes, it's about learning from the separation. You both became mirrors reflecting back lessons that will serve you in every life to come. Sparkles type Amen 1010 to open doors of divine renewal and spiritual victory. The angels are closing this chapter with grace. They are wrapping both of your hearts in light, healing what was once broken, softening what was once heavy. You are being guided into a season of calm, a season where peace replaces pain, and gratitude replaces regret. He will always carry you in his heart, but not as a wound anymore. As a blessing. As a prayer. As the soul who changed him forever. Your name has become sacred in his spirit, not because of what ended, but because of what began inside him after losing you, the birth of awareness, humility, and love. Archangel Michael says, this connection has served its divine purpose. The love you shared was never wasted. It awakened both your souls, guided you through darkness, and now leads you toward light. You are free, both of you, to move forward without carrying the weight of what went wrong. Sparkles type Amen 1111 to step into divine light and claim complete healing. He will still think of you when the night is quiet, but those thoughts will no longer hurt. They'll be soft, grateful, peaceful. He'll smile at the memories instead of drowning in them. That's how angels heal a heart, not by erasing love, but by transforming it into eternal peace. The universe is whispering that your journey is shifting now. What's coming will be gentler, kinder, more aligned with the love you've always deserved. The pain was a passage, not a destination. You were never forgotten by heaven, you were being prepared. He's watching, yes. But not with sorrow anymore. With reverence. With understanding. With love that has finally learned how to let go. And as he releases you with light, the angels bless both your souls with serenity beyond words. Sparkles type Amen 1212 to seal this message in divine love and eternal grace. The night grows quiet, and the air softens with angelic calm. Two hearts, once broken, now beat in harmony again, not together, but in peace. The angels smile above, knowing the circle is complete. Love was never lost, it simply became light. And somewhere, deep in the silence, both souls finally whisper,